Raymond, many congratulations. It's been a long time in coming.
I know.
How does it feel to be back on the stage in front of fans and winning?
No, this is what you want. This is what you want, of course. I know I retired because I wasn't myself anymore. The last years in my career were bad, private problems, and I said I'm going to give up because I'm a nightmare for everyone around me. And then a couple of months later, Corona was there. I couldn't do any exhibitions, and I was divorcing and all. And I'm thinking, what to do next? I was bored. And I was thinking to myself, and then I met Ivo Kuitert. He was my coach in the BDO. And he said, "You get your tour card back." I said, "No, I can't do that. I just gave up." And I did, and got my tour card back. And then Bolton came, Pro Tour, and it's not easy. Pro Tour is really tough, many good players. And at the end, the will to win is always there, and I'll be happy to be back on stage. Very happy.
Just on what you said there, do you think if COVID hadn't come along, you wouldn't have come back because the exhibitions would have still been there and you would have still been busy doing them?
Well, that's... I don't know. When I took the decision with Jacko was my manager, and he said, "Ray, come on, we can't do this anymore. You're a nightmare for everyone around you." I agreed. I was. But I was never ever really happy with the decision. I was never ever, hey, hold on, darts is my life. Darts is my whole. I can't live without darts. What am I going to do? So you don't know. And you always have the feeling, is this, maybe you're going to come back, but I never thought I'd come back after 1 year, because I never thought that. So life is full with strange things, with surprises, and I'm glad to did it, and I'm part of it, something fantastic.
Now you are back. What's it like, and where is your game in comparison to where it was?
Well, if you retire, the best option is to retire with COVID, because there was no crowd. No, in all fairness, I'm really happy to playing in front of them. I missed it. I missed it for the last 2 years, of course. If you're a player like myself, you want this. This is what you want, to playing on the highest level and play against the best players in the world. That's what I want. And I have dreams. I still have dreams, otherwise I wouldn't come back. If I don't feel I can win tournaments like I did in a Pro Tour, which was really surprising for me back at the time in March. But I did it. And it's all about belief, If you don't believe, you need to make a plan for yourself. And my plan was get my tour card back and qualify for the Worlds, and all and everything in between is like a bonus. And hopefully I can show the world that the old Ray is back, the happy Ray, and that's what the crowd wants.
That old Ray, that happy Ray, used to win TV titles. Can this version of Raymond van Barneveld still win those TV titles?
I can. It's hard to say it like now. If it's straight to your first TV tournament this year, you say, I'm going to win this tournament, I'm going to win the Worlds. I don't think I can. But maybe small steps. I'm qualified for the Players' Championship as well, and for the Worlds. So I think I really had a big target this year, and every round is a bonus. I tried to qualify Tuesday for the next phase, one game at a time. Gary Enns is a fantastic player, we all know that, 2 times world champion. So I'm looking forward to that game, and then we see what happens after.
Right, thank you very much.
Raymond, because you're starting from scratch in the rankings, does it feel like you played without pressure and you've still got a lot to work on the spot?
Yeah, I was. How do I explain this? If you lowering out of the top 32, if you top 32 in the world, and then you're 34, then 35, and then you go lower. Sometimes it's better to go a year out and then start from scratch, and then you're building up, and building up feels better than going down all the time. And I think some players, for some players, it might be a good idea, because if they have to defend a lot of prize money, like Rob Cross did in the Worlds. You know, he used to defend 400,000 pounds. He got beat first round 2 years later, and that's hard because the prize money is affecting you. Yeah.
And obviously, all roads leading to Ali Pali. Are you on a mission for redemption to heal those hurts?
Yeah, of course, but I'm not there yet. I need to work on my stamina. I need to work on all and everything around it because it's, well, it sounds weird, but it's not new for me, but it feels new. You know, I have to adjust myself again. I need to adjust with the crowd again, and sometimes it's really irritating if you do so well on a practice board, like 140s, 180s all the time, and your darts are always like too low every time. And that first leg, you know, I got a target. Ray, everyone is texting me, Ray, you need to win 5-0. But do it, you know, and I was missing, because of that pressure, I was missing doubles in the first leg. And if you hit that 51, then you're 1-0 down, and then it will get in your system like negativity. And maybe I should have won then 5-2, 5-3 at the end, but then you still lost 2-3 legs, which could be very important at the end.
The World Series finals that were recently in Amsterdam, you weren't included in the Dutch wildcard. Did that hurt a little bit?
Well, I wasn't really expecting it. It would have been nice, of course, to play for the Dutch crowd, but at the end, it's not a ranked event. It would have been nice, you know, but the PDC took the top 4 players in the world, and hey, I had my chances. I had many times to say thank you to the PDC, and I still do. In all these years, they gave me wild cards for the PDC, for the Premier League, and the World Series. And I want to say thank you, and also sorry for my behaviour in all these last years, because I know I can't be a really bad person, and sorry for that. And I want to go further now, like showing my best for the next 3 to 5 years.
Thanks very well done.
Ray, you talked about the Players' Championship victory at the start of the season. Did the expectation change at all after that? Or?
Well, after that final, I got interviewed, and he said, "Hey, you still have chances for the World Match Play," and I was never ever thinking of that. And then he woke me up. I was thinking, "Oh, hold on, I still can qualify." And then pressure came again. But the problem was the ranking of the World Match Play is already starting in August, you know, last year, and I already jumped in March, so I came a little bit too short. I was too short for the Grand Prix, but now I'm well, you know, and for the next year maybe I have better chances now. It would have been great to be in Avos, of course. It's so great to play in front of the Dutch crowd, but hey, it's the same to playing here or in Ireland or in Scotland, you know. The crowd, always amazing.
And are these the sort of moments you're walking, obviously yesterday back on Sky? Are these the moments?
It was fantastic. It was fantastic, but sometimes I wanted to watch it back on YouTube, right? Because in Ahoy, in Rotterdam, and we all saw these walk-ons, you know, they were brilliant. But the problem is you're too focused on the game, you know. You want to win, and that's what your target is. And at the end, you're sitting at home and you watch it back, you're thinking, no, this didn't happen. No, they weren't cheering for me, you know. And then you start realising what you achieved in your career. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ray.
Cheers.
Raymond, congratulations, well done.
Yeah.
The fans have always loved you. Is it the competition, the fans, or the airport lounges, which is the main reason you came back?
No, like I said earlier, I was focused on retiring, and to me it felt like, Ray, you need to do so because you're a nightmare. You're a nightmare for the rest, for your fans, for the organisations. People can't work with you anymore because the state you're in. I said okay, but I never ever stand behind that decision. I came back and I thought, well, before I came back I thought I'm going to do the exhibition, it's going to be fine, and then maybe in the future, I don't know, I don't say no. But at the end it went so fast when COVID came, no exhibitions, no nothing. I was there with my lovely girlfriend Julia, but at the end, you know, I was a bit bored, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do next. I did some tournaments online, but that didn't work out for me. And then at the end, I'm thinking, yeah, what next? You know, you need to have a target in your life, and I'm really happy that I did one step back and to maybe do 2 steps ahead.
Because you are so popular with the fans, you feel under pressure to give them the best version of Barney.
Oh, well, the pressure is always there. Don't get me wrong. But for nights like this, you know, when I play an English player, you know, I always feel the crowd is a bit in front of me. But from the moment they got ahead of me, they're gonna go England. You know, that's always hard. But to play against a player like tonight, I know the crowd will back me, and of course that will affect my opponent. Of course, and you have to adjust that, and you have to deal with that, and take advantage of that.
Almost 9 years ago, the day you involved in probably the best Grand Slam final.
Oh yeah,
Michael. Would this be more special to win it this time?
Of course, yeah. Well, I don't want to go ahead that fast. You know, I still need to play Gary. The next game between Michael Smith and Gary is important, of course. But I still think I got still a good chance. But I have to win my next game. That's how it goes. You know, I knew this because I lost yesterday 5-4. But it's still okay when you win 5-0 and you have a defeat like 5-4. You still have chances. Depends on this game. For me, it will be best, I think, if Michael Smith wins. I think, and then I got it in my own hands.
But you're here to win this, obviously, in your mind.
Yeah, but it's not easy to say this, you know. When I was still good, when I was still top 16, top 8 in the world, I can say this in front of these cameras, you know. I feel good to win this, but when you come back, I'm 54. When you come back, it's not really like you say this. Hey, I'm gonna win this tournament, guys. You know, it's not really okay to say that. I see it as a step, every time a step forward, and I'm gonna enjoy it. And maybe that's the part I never did in my life, enjoying it.
Well, it's great you're back, and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Ray.